Our group is talking about deforestation in Idaho, and we aren't being joined by Patrick right now, but hopefully he'll be able to record his part later. So, the current situation in Idaho is that deforestation is pretty common. We're seeing a lot of our natural sources, especially around Boise and Meridian, being taken apart and just like stripped and then usually built like neighborhoods and like large, like, I don't know, just like businesses and stuff are being built up everywhere, and it's causing a lot of our nature to be pushed back further from us, and it's causing damage to our overall ecosystem. So we can see that there's just like some big companies that support deforestation, as well as logging companies that take advantage of this. However, there are also environmental groups that value the forests more than the development, and um, it's more important that we have forests growing in general, especially in the area that we live in because it's such a big part of what makes Idaho Idaho. All right, I'm good.
All right, yeah, and then once again, Patrick isn't here right now to do this slide. If he doesn't show up on he should be sending us like a clip, and if he doesn't, then we'll have Ethan is going to cover this slide for Patrick.
Yeah, so while there are some positives and pros to deforestation, I could argue that there are many more negatives. First off, it's bad for the environment. National forests in the US and Idaho's mostly national forests, so a good percentage of it, 12% total for national forests absorb carbon dioxide. And cutting down the forest by logging effectively destroys the environment, and it eliminates a lot of habitat for wildlife, which is bad for the environment and bad for the ecosystem. Destroys the balance and creates many of those species and makes them become endangered. The wildfires destroy tons of land, and since they destroy so much land, adding to deforestation by logging industries just makes it destroy so much land in total, and it's just not good for the environment. Uh, you know, definitely going to do more research on this, but I think we got most of it covered as of right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then once again, this one was going to be given to Patrick, but Andrew will take this one in Patrick's absence. But our opinion is that deforestation is bad. That's the one we're going to go with.
So now that we have covered that deforestation is bad, what can we do to prevent deforestation? So first, we can contact our local government departments to let them know that we do not approve of deforestation due to excessive logging by certain companies. And so like this could be like, like the mayor, other people. And since we live in Boise, the capital of Idaho, I think we have a lot easier access to a lot of important officials in government who we can talk to about these sort of things. So, and then we can also help elect government officials who pass bills supporting the stopping of deforestation, could be helpful. We can choose to support businesses that are more environmentally friendly rather than ones that tear down forests for like resources and logging and all that kind of stuff. So, and then one way we can do this is by making sure that we buy certified wood products. And what certified wood products, as you can see from this picture, are wood that is taken from well-managed forests.
Yeah, perfect. So that's just kind of an overview of how what our presentation is kind of going to look like. This is, of course, going to be the slide where we talk about if we have any questions for the audience. And then this is just the group breakdown of how it's all going to go. So as far as the slides and information gathering go, we have Robert, Andrew, and Ethan who are absolutely killing it at getting this information. They're on that. And then the interview and the video, that's going to be done by me. And then that's also going to be done by Patrick. And then Patrick is also going to be doing some of the slides and information gathering if he gets over his illness. Planning right now on we have a couple of ideas in mind for who we're going to interview. We were thinking the professor that did a speech in our last UF class. What is this? This is week 13 or week 13 or 14. But the professor who did the speech, we'll try and get into contact with him because he's a big environmentalist. So I think he'll have a lot of opinions that he can share with us, and he's very knowledgeable on the topic. I'll probably just ask him some questions around like how he feels about deforestation, like what he thinks that we can do to prevent it, like, what his stance is. And, those are just some example questions. And of course, I'll ask questions just based off of how the conversation is going and what he's saying. But overall, that's who we're going to interview. Yeah, and then this is just the source slide, but that's the skeleton of how our presentation is going to go.